Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment or a subscription. Any will help the channel grow and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we left it where I'd basically finished off the ammunition factory for its production. It still needs walls putting on it, that's the thing that still needs doing. But it is now basically sending anything we need out on a mobile basis, so we're going to be able to pull that whenever we need it to. And I asked the question from you guys about what should we do with aluminium. So far the overall feedback has been it's a nightmare to work with the base aluminium recipes, but you know, that's kind of as is. However, Delroy, my man here, Delroy, actually put out a fantastic comment where he illustrated that we could be making nobelisks quite easily without having to take steel all the way over to the weapons factory or trying to produce it locally there, because he pointed out to me that we've got the iron pipe recipe that we can use for the nobelisks. So all we need to do is take over some iron, which is super easy because we've got a load of untapped iron nodes over here near that copper, and we could ferry it in on the same train. So thank you very much, Delroy, for that particular suggestion. That was excellent, and that is actually what we're going to crack on with today, because I would much rather have that process automated and us running it yeah, instead of having to pull things when we want to make them. I'd rather just have it all on hand, ready to go whenever. So yeah, that's what we're going to work on today. The plan, hang on, there's another one, not anymore. The plan for Thursday is slightly up in the air, if I'm honest with you. I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing at the point I'm recording this. What I think I will do is probably, sneak peek for you guys, try and do a live stream, because I've been looking into all the bit rates and everything that I need to do with that. I think I figured out what was wrong with it. So we're going to have a look at trying to do a live stream, which will be exciting. I'm going to basically be doing a hard drive hunt because I want to try and get those aluminium recipes. So I think we're going to be doing that. So we'll be kicking that off hopefully from, I'm going to say 8 o'clock UK time. I don't know what that is translated. You guys all have to work that out yourselves, I'm afraid. But that is what I'm planning to do, I think, on that, which will be fun. I'm looking forward to doing it. So yeah, sound off in the comments if you think that's an exciting and a good idea. But yeah, like I say, that's what I think we'll be trying to do on Thursday. So I don't have, and this is the bit with it, any spare power shards. Like, I've got two, but I've not got enough to number it quite nicely here. So you're going to do 60, you're going to do 60, so that's 120. Means we're probably going to want to tap these ones over here as well. Just to try and get a bit more. So that's an impure node. So that means that's 180. I think that's going to be enough. Like, I know we've got three more nodes here we could play with. I think they're all impure, so that's not, you know, great, but I don't, considering we're just going to be making a few nobelisks, I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. So we are going to have a merger here. I mean, if you guys are only doing 60, you only need Mark 1 belts as well, which, oh, it's been a while since that's only been the requirement. Okay, does mean we're going to want to ramp up from there. I'm going to go into curve while we're sweeping over the landscape. Right, now I'm going to start going high because I want to go to make sure that we are not in the path of any vehicles. So I want to make sure the belt's not in the way. Okay, and then we can come around here. Not a glass frame foundation. We can grab a lift. See, that's what I'm worried about. So let's put that like there. Cool, and then that does actually reach. Awesome. Okay. And then we just need to run power back over there. And we should start having a supply of iron, which we can then just smelt up a little bit. And yeah, like I say, start making some nobelisks on site. Cool. Okay, so there's that. So that's going to start firing that up. Let's us head back over here. Kind of want to get up on that conveyor belt because that will make me run faster. Cool. Okay. And if that's all stopped up, that makes me think there's a train there. Ready and waiting, getting loaded. Yes, there is. So edit timetable, all's out. Cool, so that is set to grab everything. That's fine. Yes, I want to discard the changes. Because that then means once the iron starts flowing, like you can see it slowly coming off there. When the iron starts flowing, that means that we are going to be able to have this bring iron over as well. And again, I'm not worried about that backing up because I think we're going to be whisking it away fast enough. So I'm not too worried about the setting up a buffer for it, because I think that's just going to be able to be fine to buffer where it is. I mean, maybe we replace those 60 belts with Mark II belts just so that the iron can flow significantly faster. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you can see it now flowing there, so that's on its way. That's good. Now, if we've got... what was it we worked out? It was 180 coming in? Yeah, it was 180 coming in. So we've got 180 coming in. That means we need... oh, I can't get the calculator up. Oh god, now I'm going to have to do mental maths on camera. So we've got 30 per smelter. So that's 3 goes into 6 and 3 6s, so that's doubled, so that's 12 3s. No, it's not 12 3s, mate. No, where am I going with that? That's awful maths. Right. Don't try and do that on camera. 6. Okay, so we need 6 smelters, not God knows what other kind of nonsense maths I was making. Now, I do need to wait for this to leave because we are going to need to replace this piece of track with another loading platform. So I do need to wait for that to leave. I do want to make sure that that is... yeah, that's the appropriate distance at the end, so that's all good. Alright. Yeah, look, you can see that copper's not actually even fully being used yet. So he's still got tons of copper in there. Okay. Sure, that's fine. We want to take this track out. Cool. Replace it with that. Then grab the track and put it back. Awesome. Okay. You are going to be set to unload, so you're going to be bringing iron up. Okay. So, let's go upstairs and figure out where we're going to try and do this, because we need to bring the iron through here. Let's turn the light on, shall we? So we need to bring the iron through. Of course I can't fit through that teeny tiny gap, but I can go over it. Okay, so that's got to come all the way around here. We could run that on the floor underneath, and then we kind of want it... I kind of want it somewhere over here, and we need 6. Do I have... I don't think I've got a... whoop. I don't think I've got a smelting array. No, it's not foundries I need. Because we normally use the... oh, I have got a smelting manifold. With... okay, that needs aluminium sheets, and we're not ready for that. Though that annoyingly would actually be absolutely perfect for our purposes. So, this is going to be one I'm just going to have to handcraft it because that's going to be faster. Because by the time I make a blueprint for it, I'm just going to have built the damn thing. So I'm just going to run this around here. Give us some room to work with to start with. And then where are we? Smelters, right. So if we need 6, yeah, I probably want to just manifold them in a straightforward way, don't I? Don't need to make it complicated. Why is that half? Okay. Really want to line it up with the edge there, but it won't let me. Sure, fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that's all of those. That actually, I have just thought, I want to take those down. I want them facing the other way. The output this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So then we have our assembler over here. You're going to make our... Oh, I need to make the... yeah, I need to make the constructors first, don't I? Okay, so... If you're making... That means I did have it the right way round the first time round. Iron pipes. So you want 125. So yeah, I do need you facing the other way. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then we're going to have 2 constructors coming this way. And this one's going to run at 0.8 or 80% speed, because then that gives us our 180 being used. So then we've got 25, so that's 45 being made. If we come out to our assembler and we look at nobelisks. Okay, alright. So we can basically feed 2 of them. Alright, sure. I don't think we're making enough black powder to feed that. Not and everything else we've done. Okay, fine. So that means... Bum 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 bum. You need to move over 1. We need... a merger here. Then we're going to need splitters here. Yeah. Sure. Because if we change that to not default straight, you're going to go in like that. We're going to go like that, like that, like that, like that. Okay, we're then going to want a stackable pole. Right, let's lock that hologram and then shuffle it into place like that. Again, we'll lock that there. Because then if we grab the U, you're going to go down there. You're going to go across like that. And then we need another smart splitter here. What do you mean the belt turns too sharply? Oh wow, there is actually a kink in that belt. I did not expect that. Okay. So we're now going to have overflow there and any this way. And set this back to straight. you're going to go up to here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that's that dealt with. Good. We then need... because I'm absolutely certain we're not going to have 20 a minute coming through here. Absolutely certain of that. Right, so we're going to want splitters going this way. Oh wow, I've packed those in like sardines, haven't I? Okay. Yeah, we're going to want Mark 3s at least for this bit. And then... yeah, we're going to want that in there. That in there. Mark 2's in there like that. Mark 3 between these two. And then we're going to want mergers. Yeah, like this. Kind of alarmed that that alignment line disappeared. Maybe I didn't need to. Okay. So you're going to all feed in like this. And then... Mark 3s between these guys. Okay. And then you're going straight in there. Okay, that's kind of looking promising. Right, how many have we got a minute? 10. Oh, okay, we're not as far off as I thought we were going to be. Actually, no, we needed 40 a minute, didn't we? Sure, okay. Right, okay. Let's, in the meantime, get our iron over here. Okay. So that's that. So now if we drop down a level... okay. Now we want to head over in this direction. And this is where it's going to be interesting, because that is already... oh, okay, alright. Because I'm not going to worry about a buffer with this one. I don't think it's needed, considering this really is just a nice little extra to have. Whoa, let's get ourselves up here. Right, okay, and then we want to grab that and bring you over here. Wow, you can manage that. Cool, okay, so that's now feeding up all of that lovely, lovely raw iron that's come in. Which is good. Which means if we come around here, that's going to start feeding up into a moment. Okay, we're now up to 16 a minute. Right, now we're going to have to do the power for these guys. We're going to have to set recipes as well, because I don't think we've done that for them yet. Okay, there we go. Iron ingot. Tell it what to do. Copy, paste, paste. There we go. So these now will start roaring to life. Good. Excellent. You guys need power. Oh, hang on. Blast, my blinking hotkeys have died for whatever reason. Does anyone else get that? Where when you're playing, just for whatever reason, it's almost like it gets shift stuck on. And then it won't play ball anymore. No, okay, that's still not playing ball. Okay. But you guys in theory now know what you're making, which is good. Grab that wire. Run you over here now. Into there. And you into there. Right, so that's now going to start taking in that black powder. Or not, because I've not actually given this one the splitter. There we go, so now it's going to start taking in the black powder. There we go, and that's going to start making its nobelisks. Excellent. Right, okay. Now we need to give it an output and somewhere to put all of them. Oh, so that can go over there. We can then set... where are we? Organisation. This is overkill, but we can give ourselves an industrial storage and a dimensional depot. And hook there into there. And we want a merger. There we go. And how many would you make a minute? Right, okay, so Mark 1 belts there will be fine. Okay, there we go. We've automated nobelisks, and so we've got that all under control. We're going to have remote access to those, again, whenever we want to go and blow anything up. So thank you very much again, Delroy, for that suggestion and reminding me we had that recipe. That was super useful. The hold-up we're going to have is absolutely going to be, I think, the black powder itself, because we're not making quite that much. Now, we're definitely bringing in enough resources to do it. We're just not making it. So, I'm kind of sat here and I'm like, okay, what do we do about that? Like, the obvious answer would be to overclock one. And you know what? I think that is going to be the easiest option for us from where we are, because otherwise we've got to, you know, redo a load of stuff. So yeah, let's overclock one. Oh no, right, so we don't need that much more, mostly because I don't think we could cope with... Could the line cope with an extra 30? So that's 450. And that's on a Mark 4. So that is 480. So it could, in theory, cope. So let's whack it through and see what it does. And we'll just start throwing extra onto the line. There we go. So we're now up to 452. 454. So our average is starting to go up. 56. Yeah, okay, so that's going to start feeding that. We've all got the overflow sorted out, so it will then sink anything extra when it is backed up. I mean, if we're doing all this production, we may as well put an awesome sink over here and feed any overflow into it, because that would be the sensible thing to do. So if we have a smart splitter like that, so instead of it doing a right angle, we do that. We have this be any, that be overflow, and we feed it in there like that, because then we can sink any spare nobelisks that we make, because they're worth more to us basically put together than in their component parts. Okay, so yeah, I feel like we're... Hang on, why is that not... Why are you not... Hang on. Where are they going? Oh, are they being up... Oh yeah, they are being uploaded. Okay, there's just none in that storage because they've all been uploaded because, well, they're uploading faster than they can be produced. Okay, that's fine. That we can cope with. Oh wow, there's a chunk more black powder coming down that line now, which is good. That'll hopefully up the production for these guys, which it looks like it is. Excellent. So I'm going to wrap up the episode here because I don't think I've got much else to do. And I'm going to say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, along with any blueprints that get used in them. And also, most importantly for you guys, you gain early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else does. Though, unfortunately, you don't get early access to the live streams. But like I say, I'm hoping to see you all on Thursday. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.